Welcome to the Corner Boiz Podcast. Real talk, real stories from every corner.
So welcome guys to today's episode of Corner Boiz, and my name's Vic, and here is my friend,
Alpha.
and brother.
Yeah.
My friend and brother, Ife. Nice to have you again.
Finally, guys.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
we are able to do it. We've been talking about
something.
this for a long time, and it's actually nice to actually running through our first episode today.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
So, what do you think? What do you think our viewers should be expecting today?
First of all, I think people need to understand that whatever we say here is mostly our perspective, and the way we see stuff. It's not a matter of who's right or who's wrong.
I mean, we are
or
not
anything like that.
We are not authority.
This is how
our view understand.
Yeah, this is how I view it. This is how I see it. And another thing that our viewers can expect today would be, certain discussions, things that are sort of trending.
Yeah, some could be sensitive, understand.
Yeah.
But we'll try our best to not to get into sensitive conversations, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because we want it to be a safe place for everybody.
Yeah.
For people to be like, because we want you to react to what we are reacting. We are going to be giving our opinion. Like we say, our opinion is not the authority, it's not the final say. We want to hear from you. It's just a very safe community where we can have real-time conversations and we can learn from each other. Abi?
Talking about real-time conversations, there's this thing that I saw on the internet.
Okay. There's a lot of things that's going on the internet now. So, which one in particular? I don't know.
Gege University of Wisdom and Understanding. And first of all, I think that was an interesting name. I'm not quite sure if it's a formal school or...
One thing I've come to realize
but that means dope.
Yeah, trust me. One thing I've come to realize about social media now is that for you to stand out, you need to have a unique identity. And like I said, that guy's name is unique. His personality is unique.
Yeah.
But what is more unique now is the fact that he had a live session on TikTok.
Yeah.
And one at 4,000.
Okay, yeah.
Man.
But that tells you that he's solving a problem. Even if he's not solving it, which that can be a little bit, that can be up for argument.
Okay, guys, you know what?
Even if he's not solving it.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Before you guys go on, let me tell you a bit about Victor. Victor is a tech geek, understand? So, he's probably going to be giving you guys the serious angle, that gentleman, that Aristotle perspective. But hey, But as we go on, understand, you will get to understand how unique this combination is with respect to what we're going to be talking about.
And on the other hand,
I
think Ife is a more, you're kind of life of the party guy. You could already tell.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good blend.
Yeah.
That you will be getting from us. I don't think I'm stuck up, but I don't think I'm as lively as there is. But I think it's a good blend. It's a good mix. So that should be interesting. Now talking about this Gege issue. I don't want us to dwell on it too much, but I think there is value in that scenario or that situation, and that value to me is, first of all, is marketing. And just like you mentioned, I'm just alluding to it, marketing in the sense that if you want to stand out, then stand out. Naming your university or your institution that way, people would, it's a showstopper. People would want to learn more about what the hell is this kind of name?
I have a diploma
from Gege University, wisdom and wisdom and understanding. Yeah, that's interesting. But more than that, and I really want to know your perspective about this. Is the fact that I think typical Nigerian sort of mindset. We leave the main issue and focus on
the theatrics,
peripheral and the theatrics and whatever. We just forget the main topic. And I think the main issue here that I think we should focus on is the fact that there is a problem. And it's deeply rooted. Deeply rooted in the way that young guys perceive relationships. They see it as a financial commitment, and that's like top of it. You have to be financially involved, almost 100%. You have to sort of take the role of the girl's parents, and that's too much responsibility for you as a guy. But it's become the norm. What do you think about that?
Yeah, to be honest, I have a very funny opinion or perspective about this whole thing. Normally, there's this famous saying that there's no romance without finance. Understand? Don't get me wrong, guys.
Money be fine,
and so at the basic, you understand. Normally, the relationship is about an agreement between two people. Understand?
Yeah.
When it's a romantic relationship, blah 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 blah. You expect that there will be a point where both of them want to show love to each other, give to each other, and this has to be symbiotic. I don't think it should be a parasitic kind of relationship. It should not be.
Some people will take offense at you for using that word parasitic.
Okay, guys, like I said, but it should not be. Let's look at it. I'm an African man. We come from a place where we see, and that's the excuse that most lady use a lot. Okay, my father is a provider. If you are going to, but the problem is that you guys are still dating. You are still dating. You are not even married yet. And you are telling, because if you go on social media now, you see a lot of young girls saying that, okay, if my boyfriend has to pay me a monthly allowance of 250k, and I say,
they even tell you how much. And I say, in some cases they don't care how much.
If people like us dated in this kind of, okay, we are still dating anyway. For example, when we had
started,
if
you're just starting
when I was in uni, you understand, that was not the determiner when it comes to men and women relationship. Understand? People do like the way you talk now. There are some ladies that will like you for the way you're using your phone. The way you're using all this and so there are some people that just like you for your personality. But these days, like you said, you find Bobo. If you take some ladies say, I love flowers. You buy them flowers, okay, and then so it's becoming like a norm, and it's not looking like, as a man, if you are not financially loaded, or maybe you are not prosperous, as the case may be, you should not have erection. Story for this, about it, because I hear that also online. It's crazy.
But the erection is strictly biological.
It's biological. It has nothing to do with my bucket. It is a God-given gift, and as much as but I just think that we need to, like you say, it's a problem that we need to, both gender need to look at, because it's becoming like a social issue. I think there was a time I was talking to a lady, and the first question she asked me was that, I hope I'm not one of those guys that are trying to be in competition with a woman.
Oh no.
And I said, why? He said, these days, on dating app, before you know it, it's like some generation of men are now trying to I know it should not be that way. We can't do without you, women. How can you do without man?
No, I can't.
You can't.
No, I can't. Definitely can't.
God has a reason for creating Adam. And I said, Adam,
it shouldn't be alone.
If I leave me alone, you're going to die.
He's going to kill you.
I gave Eve. So there is a purpose for that alignment.
Yeah. But I think overall, I think people understand there is a purpose.
Yeah.
People understand that we need each other as male, female. I think people understand that. The problem is that economic part of the equation.
Yeah.
That economic, and I think to a large extent, a very large extent, it's because of our kind of society.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, in Africa, and I think the world at large.
Yeah.
But I think other parts of the world, they've sort of evolved beyond
that.
You that must provide as a man.
Yeah.
They see it more as a partnership.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the kind of world we have right now, more women are getting educated.
Yeah.
More women are in powerful positions. More women earn more. I'm not saying it's the same 100% between men and women. But I think we have more women, in different positions.
Yeah.
Having higher earning power.
Yeah.
So that means that there could be a balance of economics.
Absolutely.
Because as a guy now, or as a guy in a relationship, you could be earning, let's say, 50k.
Yeah.
And there is every possibility that your girlfriend earns more than you, because maybe she read a more lucrative course.
Absolutely.
Or she got a better job than you. Now, that should be something that helps your relationship, not something that breaks your
relationship.
Absolutely.
And just add something to that. I mean, if you find yourself in that kind of a scenario, you have a woman that because I don't want the woman that will be my shadow. No.
Yeah.
I want you to prosper.
Yeah.
Even if you are going to prosper, if your destiny is to prosper more than me, that should not be the reason why. Exactly.
Yeah.
It should not.
It should actually help your relationship, isn't it?
It should even inspire you to do more. It should inspire you, because some guys get so relaxed that my madam, that my cash cow. No. I think it should inspire you. You guys are in it for each other. Any relationship that is not beneficial to both of you, and I'm not just talking about financial wise now. Understand? You should be able to pour into your woman, and your woman should be able to pour into you.
Iron sharpened iron.
Absolutely.
And so if one is iron and the other is brass, then they can't sharpen each other. So to a large extent, I think both male and female, they should actually bring, I don't want to use the phrase something to the table, because that's a trigger. That's a trigger for
that table matter. It will come after you.
But I think, the kind of world we live in now, money is very important.
Yeah.
And if we say that one person should make all the money, I think it's unfair.
Yeah.
And it's not sustainable.
It's not, yeah.
I think it should be a thing of pride, for you as a woman to support your partner, and you as a man to support your partner.
Absolutely.
If you don't see it that way, then it will be one-sided. And as long as it's one-sided, you're going to be unequally yoked. Yeah. Something in the
man of
Bible
God.
Unequally yoked. I'm gonna pause the drink.
To be honest, you said a lot in that last statement about finding the balance. Understand? And finding the balance is not about somebody trying to take advantage of, and I'm not even just talking about marriage. Even in relationship understand. And that's where the value conversation comes in. Understand? People need to understand why we even going into this relationship, and it starts from those men. And I'm not going to say I know some men are joku, or they just want to feel like I have the money, I can get whatever I want, understand, as a woman. But that doesn't work in this, and that's why so many of these I won't say African men struggle in terms of relationship when it comes to all those first world country, because like you said, there is no gender bias when it comes to the kind of role or the how much money you can have as a woman, understand. So basically, if you are talking to a top tier woman, understand, she wants to know what other things you can do apart from she's making her own money also. Probably maybe she's even living in a property she bought, and you probably are still doing flat share. Understand? But that doesn't mean that you get.
But doesn't make you less.
It doesn't make you less. It's all about and that's what I call value. Value is not a function of there are financial values, there are moral values, there are spiritual values, there are relationship values.
Value is not just one.
It's not just one thing. Understand?
It's a combination.
You should be able to. Some people will take you out, get you that trip on to Bahamas and all of that. But they cannot even have conversation. And a typical man today, the way they value communication, guys. So I want you to communicate with me, I want you to tell me I want to know what is in your head, I want to know what you're dreaming about. A woman wants communication.
I have a question for you. Something that's been bothering me. I think we touched on it, but not so much. By the way, shout out to Kush. Kush put me on game with this drink.
Ooh.
Yeah. Shout out to Kush. Really nice drink.
That's your nice
about
one.
£7 from Lidl.
Fantastic.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice.
It tastes really nice.
Yeah. But so I was saying that what's your perspective about this norm of successful women having a difficult time getting into relationships? Do you think men are afraid of successful women?
Okay.
Let me try to define success. So successful women in this context is a woman that's well educated, who's got at least 2 masters, probably a PhD, or maybe not in terms of education. Maybe she holds a C-suite executive. She holds a senior role, even as a young person.
Absolutely.
Things like that are not they're common these days.
Absolutely.
It's not like before where it has to be one person out of 1 million women. It's quite common these days. So do you think that men are actually afraid? Most men are actually afraid of approaching them or even being in a relationship with them. What do you think?
To be honest, I think let's be realistic about it. Let me use myself as a would I be afraid of any woman? They'll definitely know, even assets. There's a way you work so much on yourself that you are not available in every setup. Understand? But
Yeah,
like I said,
scarce commodity.
you are very scarce. Probably maybe you don't even. How are you going to meet? Maybe you guys meet in church anyway. Understand?
Yeah. That could be level playing field.
But going back to the subject, I think but all right. Let's be sincere. There are some guys that have that perception because they feel okay, if you're at that level, not so many women has been able to being able to cut off from that authoritative state that your executive position puts you and relationship. Understand? There are two different stages. You get so it's.
But some women might not really.
Yeah, because you are talking about a woman that probably maybe she's a COO or
about 100 people report to her.
You get so there is that role comes with a lot of authoritative responsibility. You need to be able to call the shot. You need to be able to be decisive in your decision. You need to understand. So
right.
As a woman, there's nothing wrong in that. Trust me.
It's work.
Yeah, you should fly, man. If you don't jump into that kind of position, you have earned it. You've done a lot to yourself to be able to. But not so many women knows how to step out from being a COO and being a babe. You get? I don't want to date a C.
You don't want to date a CEO.
I love that. No.
You don't want to
date my babe.
A CEO.
I love the fact that my babe is a CEO. I love it. Trust me.
She should be CEO at work.
At work.
When she's at home, she's a baby.
I don't want to say please file attachment. I don't want to say can I? May I? No.
My lord.
My lord. See, so being able to and I think some men have struggled with that over time, and especially in African man, every man has an ego. Forget it. Every man has an ego because we are wired in such a way that we believe that we should be able to provide and look after our women.
You can still provide. So I think the concept of providing as a man, I think we're looking at it with a tunnel vision.
Okay.
When you say provide, you can, as a man, you can provide in different
spiritual
ways.
provision, mental provision.
You can provide financially or economically, right? You can provide physically. You protect your home.
Being there,
If something goes wrong, you're the person that your wife calls on and say, "Oh, honey, something's wrong with the ball."
Absolutely.
Or, honey, something's wrong somewhere. That's the sort of
provision.
You can also provide emotional. You can provide affection.
Absolutely.
If your wife comes home from, or your girlfriend or your babe comes home from, she's had a really tough day at work. She wants to come home to some love, to some affection. That's the kind of provision as well.
Absolutely.
So I think, and spiritually, you lead the home in terms
pray
of
together.
You pray together. You lead the prayers.
Absolutely.
Those are different ways that you're providing.
There's not just a physical.
Exactly.
Financial part.
So when you say a man cannot provide, I think people mostly are just referring to the financial. And money is not everything, because your wife, like we said, your wife, your partner, your babe, your girlfriend, she already earns more. Money is not the problem. And you are not jobless as a guy.
Okay, let me play the role of a devil advocate there.
Please.
Let's assume that that same woman, earns a lot, understand, and still believe that because you're a man, you should be able to take, for instance, you have a lady that probably earn maybe 200K, 200,000 pounds, and you have a guy that probably maybe hypothetically, you have a guy probably that's just is earning maybe 35K to 40K, and
that gap's too much, man.
And that.
I just need to see.
Do you think they can even meet each other? Do you think it can work? They can actually happen.
Okay, so in this kind of scenario,
in this kind of
society, I think it can happen because what they are both looking for is different.
Okay.
Probably the man's looking for someone to settle down with, and he finds the woman attractive. And he likes her. He might not even know that she earns so much
the
money,
issue here,
for example.
Okay.
And then the woman might feel like, I don't really want anybody that would provide money for me. What I want is someone that has time.
Okay.
Someone that I can rely on because of the type of career I have as a woman. I want someone I can rely on. And you realize that you're self-employed. You're a Uber driver. So it means you determine what time you work and what time you don't work.
Okay.
And I'm happy marrying you or settling with you as a woman now. I'm happy settling with you because I know you have time. You can take care of the kids. If that works for us, I can earn, as a woman, I can earn 200K. You can earn 50K or whatever from your Uber business, and we would be fine.
How do you plan the finance in that kind of scenario? That kind of woman that any 200K
already earns more.
What I'm saying is that if you are any 200K, there are some standard that you're already used to, meaning that you can't shop in Saturday. You're not. I don't expect you. I don't expect you to be.
Shout out to Lidl. Saving us in the 1930s.
They are not sponsoring this book. I don't know why I mean.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But maybe as they are hearing now, understand. You have a fan here. You have a fan here. Yeah. So like a big. So when I was saying that, a woman that is earning 200K, she's already used to certain lifestyle in terms of like where she shops. You don't expect that kind of woman to still be shopping at Primark. I'm sorry. Everybody
shout out to Primark as well.
No, there's a journey. Understand? You get. So, but and I don't know. It will take a lot, and that's why I keep talking about women being sincere about what they look for in a relationship. Understand? Because the society is giving or is projecting a lot of information to people online now that some of them could be reality, some of them are just content, and they want. So if a man is not able to, like, take for instance, you are in that kind of money, understand? There's a rule of thumb that says that a woman's wedding ring should be, is it like three times her monthly salary? The value of a woman's wedding ring. I don't know.
Who are the people who come up with all this?
This is
with all these rules,
social statistics. That so that in case, so a man that is, let's be realistic, a man that is not earning up to even £3,000, and that kind of woman that is earning 200K, to some extent, if you want to come, you have to come correct. If you are going to take her out, she's not expecting you to take her to McDonald's. He's not expecting you to buy what
she wants.
That's just any
relationship.
She has earned that status. She's worked on herself to be at that level.
But she's not waiting for you to help her maintain that status.
But everybody wants someone that will point to them. Understand?
Even if I have money, you don't have to pour only financially.
But you can't keep pouring. You can't keep replacing the bulb. How many bulbs you want to replace?
So what you want the guy to do?
What I'm saying is that,
because what I'm saying is it can work.
I believe it can work. Both people understand
what they want for themselves.
Okay.
Or for each other.
So guys, like I said, that sounds like a bit controversial, right? Because everybody have their own perspective and all of that. But if you fall in that kind of a bracket, probably maybe you are they call them first year women, first year ladies. Your first year ladies that probably you are earning quite a lot of money, and you've been struggling with being able to find a man
that wants to hear from you.
To be honest, like you said, it is not. We're just having a conversation. There is no.
There's no right. There's no wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because normally, for me, I believe that love should be the baseline for every relationship.
Okay. I have a problem with love being the center of a relationship.
Okay.
I think there's a lot to unpack there, but maybe today is not the time for
it. We're going to have another time.
In my opinion,
because
love is very subjective.
Overrated.
It's subjective and it's overrated.
But love. Love. The Bible says, of all the law, there is one that is more important, and that is love. Yeah, like you said, love is a very big conversation. We're going to have, to be honest, one thing that is you need to understand about this podcast and why you need to stay glued to this podcast is the fact that it is as real as it can be. Trust me.
Absolutely.
We are just some of these conversations are things that shapes the way people relate, and there's quite a lot of noise on social media space. Everybody stating their opinion. I will believe that we should be able to contribute us also, and as much as we can, we believe that some of our opinions also will be helping someone out there. At some point, this community will be able to listening. I mean, you guys can write us letter, send us message.
We can take feedback,
and all of that. You understand? So this is the call it Corner Boiz Podcast. Corner Boiz. Don't ask me how we call about that. I understand. But it's been quite interesting. Like going back to the topic of the fact that successful ladies, and I think sometimes it's just the fact that a woman that has built herself up to 200K, she doesn't want. It will work with a man that is at 50K, but that's what you are. That's your current financial position. But your mindset is not 50K. You understand? Your mindset is not 50K. You know, everything is all about mindset. If I'm dating you now, I'm earning 200K, and I'm dating you, you're not going to date each other. But if you're dating each other, if the current position is 50K, doesn't mean that is what your future position is. Understand? If you don't have the mindset of 50K,
it's not about mindset,
bro. It's mindset, bro.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Again, this is not an argument.
Yes,
guys, we're not arguing.
No, we are arguing.
Okay, it's an argument.
It's part of I'm gonna argue,
but it's not. It's not.
It's not what?
It's an argument, but a friendly argument.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, definitely.
So I heard about this woman. She's a manager at the manager level in NHS.
Okay,
right, and she's got a husband who's a Uber driver.
Fantastic.
And she loves the fact that she doesn't have to worry about their kids. Yeah. Because her husband's work is very flexible. Yeah, he's self-employed, and that works for them. Yeah. And she, as a person, she likes that relationship. It helps her do more at her work, and progress further. She doesn't even want the man to earn more, or she doesn't want the man to change his job. They don't need it.
Absolutely,
they're fine with whatever the man earns from his Uber job, and from whatever the woman earns. I don't know how much she earns, but people who know managers in NHS, you can fill in the gap. But definitely earns more than the Uber driver. Absolutely, but it works for them. Yeah. And that's why I keep saying that it depends on what works for you. As a lady, that you earn, your tier 1 lady, you earn a lot of money. It means that money is not really your problem.
Yes.
Money is no longer your problem.
Oh God, this guy. I think that's
now you need stability. You need someone that can comfort you. You need affection.
Attention.
So those are the things you look out for, not how much money does he earn. So that's what I mean by it depends on what you want from your partner.
Yes, absolutely.
You have money. Money is not your problem. Even if you're married to that guy tomorrow, or if you're in a relationship with the guy that earns less than you, it doesn't change your lifestyle in the sense that you can still afford to go to wherever you shop at. You can still afford to buy the things you buy. But now, because you're in a relationship with that person, you don't have to worry about, now I'm going home, I'm just going to be lonely. Or I'm planning a vacation and I would have loved to go with someone. You don't even mind paying for that vacation. But you don't want to go on that vacation with someone that's just like a random. You want to go with someone that you're in love with a partner. You don't even mind paying for it. That's why, see, guys, I know money is important. Guys, I know money is important. I'm not saying it's not. Money is very important. See, money, the Bible says money is defense. That tells you how important it is. However, that's everything is
Manchester United defense is considered not on goal. But they don't want to spend money. They don't want to spend. Shout out to Manchester United fans out there. I must say Manchester United fans.
That's interesting. But money is very important, but it's not the only important thing.
Absolutely.
And in every relationship dynamic, I think everybody should look out for what they want out of it.
Absolutely.
And that's why I like people that are sincere about what they want out of a relationship. Some people, they just want to sleep with each other, and they make it clear. And if that's fine with both parties, fine. Some people, what they want is for you to be paying their rent. And you buy them stuff, take them shopping. And if you have that money, you have the means to do it for them, by all means.
To be honest, it's about business.
And they also give you whatever they're giving you in return. And everybody's happy. And if what you want is someone that's going to be affectionate towards you, even if they don't have a lot of money, go for it.
I mean, you've just hit the nail on the head. And it's about what you want, and it's about being sincere at the front, to be honest. And all the guys out there, I understand sometimes you want to impress our woman. See, the bottom line is that if you introduce a woman to a Lamborghini kind of lifestyle, don't take her back to
Toyota Corolla.
Shout out to all Toyota Corolla. But let's be sincere. If she likes you, she likes you. And at this level, you guys need to be very, because I understand when you're dating, what are you talking about? You need to be very sincere about where you are. Well, these days, and I get it. The reason why people lie about their age, they lie about the work they do. They lie, because we are bringing those things that are not very, very important to be the significant determinants when it comes to relationship. Understand? And You can't play this game.
But
It will always come out.
We're not relationship experts.
Absolutely, I'm not.
We're not.
I'm not.
We're
I'm
not.
not.
We're not.
So we're just stating our opinion that
it's just our perspective.
because we are looking at a society where we love our women and we love our guys. We want love to. Okay, they say we don't use the word love.
I'm not against it.
We want relationship.
Different perspective.
Yeah, we want relationship
about
to
love.
be meaningful again. We want it to be real again. We want it to be impactful again. We don't want a generation where people are trying to run each other straight. You get
But that's always gonna happen, or that's gonna keep happening. We can't stop it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it doesn't change.
We can
the
reduce
fact.
it, right? We can.
I'm not on that mission.
Okay, guys. Okay, my partner already said my podcast partner already said that we are not on that mission. But like I said, it's all about conversations. We would like to hear from you. It's been quite an interesting conversation. We can keep talking about this subject and go ahead, but one thing about everybody is that be real to yourself.
What you want people to take home from today's episode?
I think you said something that really sounds like, very important point. It's about you knowing yourself and knowing what you want in a relationship, what you want in your partner. Understand? And one thing, see, I said it, and I also want people to take it. See, every relationship thrives based on shared value. And Vic already said that value doesn't have to be financial. If you are in a relationship with someone and you are not able to pour into them financially, look at other areas where you can add value to them.
And that they would value and they would appreciate.
And it's not just a romantic relationship here, any relationship, friendship, child, understand? Anywhere you find yourself, you should not just be a taker. Don't be a taker. Don't be who you are. Don't be who you are. At least, if somebody, at least look up. Don't be the person receiving every time. Look for a way where you can, I will have a very beautiful world where everybody wants to live and all of that. I think that's those two things, being true to yourself as a woman, being true to yourself as a guy. Whenever you are trying to get to know the other partner, be real with them, tell them what you want. And like you said, if it is just is it Opwe God? If it's just Opwe that I want, let her know. If she's down for Opwe, she will open it. Understand? But don't try to, corner. It's Opwe that you want. Let's start saying, woman of God, I saw you in my dream. I saw you in my dream. You are the woman that God has destined for me. It is enough. You people you are killing this format. Because now, if I meet the lady, exactly. If I meet the lady, and eventually, if I really saw her in my dream, if I'm telling her, she will not believe you. Felix said that to me. So guys, but on the final note, what do you think? I think,
well, to a large extent, if you know you are a poor man picking, have money, guys. I know I said money is not everything, but it is something.
Yeah.
But then, if you know that you're doing your best, if you know you're trying your best, I think you deserve some accolades. And don't let anybody talk down on your effort.
Yeah.
You don't deserve that.
Yeah.
All fingers, they say, are not equal.
Yeah.
Right? So even if this finger is shorter than this one, they have different functions. They have different types of value.
Absolutely, yeah.
Imagine you don't have a thumb. Your other fingers will feel it and they'll suffer for it. So don't let anybody talk down on your hustle. As long as you know that you're on a game, you're on your game.
Trying your best.
You're trying your best. That's what
you're trying your best for a living.
So if the partner or the woman doesn't appreciate it, then maybe that's your.
That's not meant for you.
It's
Don't
not
try
on you.
to.
It's not on you anymore.
It's not you anymore. Yes,
you're doing your best.
Don't try
Just
to
make
be
sure that you're doing your best.
Yes.
And again, poor man Peking, hustle.
Or else, like I go say, you go cry. Guys, this is Corner Boiz. And my name
Corner Boiz, guys.
And my name is Ife.
And my name is Vic. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you, guys. On to the next one.
Yeah, we'll see you next one.
Welcome to the Corner Boiz Podcast. Real talk, real stories from every corner.